Well, good morning, everyone. Move this mic a little closer. Hope everyone had a great Christmas. I had an alright Christmas. Hello, Matthew, CJ Black, and William. Tech Boy, hello. We'll give it a few minutes for people to join in. In the meantime, for the people that are watching this afterwards on the replay, leave a comment down below on what you got for Christmas. I want to know what you guys that are here in the chat now got for Christmas. Matthew says, I bought myself an AquaClear 50 for a new tank I'm setting up. Hey, that counts too. I bought myself my own. Well, I got gifts for Christmas, but as far as like fish stuff, I bought my own. I bought a sump pump for the fish room, and I thought I was gonna be able to set it up yesterday. It came Tuesday. However, the one I bought, I was probably looking at like 100 different models on Amazon, and for some reason, I thought the one I bought would just be able to screw right onto a hose, so I didn't buy anything else for it. I'm like, great, all I gotta do is connect a hose. Well, apparently, I bought one way bigger than I had originally intended on, and it's got a 2-inch outtake. So now I got to go buy a bunch of plumbing stuff today. maybe I might not go. If you can't tell, I'm a little bit sick. I was sick all day yesterday, so I didn't do anything. And I'm supposed to go bushcraft snow camping this weekend, so I'm trying to plow through this sickness so I can still go. Brought out the big guns. Been just chugging liquids nonstop, and feel a little bit better. I don't know how long I'm gonna make it on the stream. I might go an hour, but if I, am sniffing too much and making too many weird noises, then I might cut it short. All right, so let's see what we got going on here. Robert says, I got a Planted Plus, a Phoenix Planted Plus. What is a good light setting for growing? The Phoenix Planted Plus, my Phoenix Planted Plus is just on off. So maybe do you have the 24/7? Either way, full brightness is the best setting for growing plants. Nisi says we're doing Christmas next week between work and travel. The kids are scattered otherwise. Yeah, so my Christmas wasn't yesterday either. My Christmas was actually the 23rd, due to, I have like 18 families, so. Sharon, hello. Abel, hello. And Jeanette, hello. Curtis Schindler, hello. Good morning. Says my amazing wife got me a Steenfott Aquatics shirt. I was wondering if that was you. I think that's the second apparel order off the website since I opened the website. First going to Terry, who bought it for Friday Fish Facts, and yeah, that was pretty exciting. I remember getting the notice that I got a sale on the website, and I was like, "What? I'm not shipping right now." Ugh. And I was like, so then I opened the order. I'm like, "Oh, it's a T-shirt. All right, I like these orders. They're easy." But yeah, I got myself and my family a 14-week-old German Shepherd puppy. So needless to say, my fish feel neglected. That is a great Christmas present. I want another one. I want like 8 more dogs, actually. But that's no surprise. John says, Lisa got me a Mavic Mini. Technically, it's fish related because I'll be using it in videos. Are you going to be flying it around in your garage? Aerial shots of the garage. Aviary Bird says Petco dollar per gallon is going on today, picking up a 40. That's good to know. I need some more 20-gallon tanks. Bob, I hope you feel better. Oh yeah, just a matter of time. Yeah, I didn't do anything. Like, I didn't release a video yesterday. I didn't edit any videos. I didn't film any videos, and I'm probably not going to do anything today. I was all gung-ho on daily videos for the rest of the year. But I'm kind of like thinking about saving my videos for January now. Simply because I don't know what's going to be happening in January. And I think it might be better to load up on videos in January, especially with the um, demonetization stuff that's going on. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm not thinking too clearly right now. So we'll figure something out. I got a dual bladder air pump and some decorations for my tanks. That is awesome. Apple AirPods Pro. I know they're expensive, but boy, are they a game changer. I don't even know what that is. So I'll take your word for it. It's probably... anyways. I won't say anything negative about Apple. Oh, boy. Oh, man. All right. All right. Good morning. Candy is here. Gunner's Fish Room. No fish-related presents, but I did have a 5-inch silver dollar commit suicide yesterday, so that sucked. That is the worst. That is the worst. When they jump, I'm assuming it jumped out of the tank. I mean, it's not the worst. There is worse. At least it committed suicide. The worst is when you kill a fish or I kill a fish, right? When we do something stupid and we kill our own fish. That is the worst. I have a friend who makes wine in those water jugs. I'm telling you, man. It's not just water, though. I've got all kinds of goodness in here. I've got some stuff called concentrates in here, which is like 50 different trace minerals. I got my super greens in here, which is all kinds of just compost crap. Yeah. And let me tell you, it tastes fantastic. But it does help. I pee like every 15 minutes, and I probably didn't need to share that, but whatever. Nisi says, AirPods Pro, I've been trying to get my mitts on a pair myself. I hope they are better than regular AirPods. My right buds keep disconnecting. Oh, are they just like headphones? Is that what it is? Bob Kaler, hello, my friend. 50 watching, 10 likes. Give poor old sick Bob a like. Yeah, poor me. Mike, Merry Christmas, my friend. I got myself a green spotted puffer, which happens to have internal parasites. That's very common. Anytime you get a puffer, you have to treat for anything internal parasites, worms. You just give it the full treatment. And then it's usually a good idea to do it like every 6 months. I mean, at least for the first year. So treat it, and then treat it again in 6 months. That's what I would do. That's what I did with my puffer. I thought he was saying I put Easy Green in it. I think this is a little more concentrated. There's also like zinc and copper to kill off any nastiness that's in me, hopefully. If there's any shrimp living inside me, they're gonna die, but whatever. I got work done in my fish barn for Christmas, which was fine with me. That is great. I am jealous, and I might have to cut away to blow my nose real quick. All right, I'm pretty sure you guys don't want to hear that, so you're welcome. Sweet, good to know on my list for Valentine's Day. It's just around the corner. It's just around the corner. Valentine's Day is my least favorite. It's not even a holiday. I'm not even going to say that. I used to say it's my least favorite holiday, but let's be real. It's not a holiday. It's a joke. That's all it is. No, Bob, how did those shrimp get in you? Party too hard, did we? No. I am so not a partier. Not anymore. I finally got the okay from my wife to get pea puffers, so I'm probably going to set up my tank this weekend. That is awesome, Cody. Congratulations. I don't know what you did to get that okay, but you got it, so that's good. Oh. River Life, what's going on, buddy? Everyone say hello to River Life. Oh, man. So I wasn't going to go live this morning, but I just spent like 45 minutes in a blazing hot shower. And I was like, I might as well go on, at least for like a half hour. But I don't know. I'm looking at it's like 9:30. I've already been going a half hour, but then I remember I started late. So what else is new? That's the only thing fish related I got, and I got it for myself. And it's massive. Like this sump pump is 50 gallons per minute, is what it does, and way overkill for what I'm going to be doing. But whatever. I'd rather have overkill than underkill. More power is better than not having enough power, I guess. So that's the next major project in the fish room, is setting up all the plumbing. I'm not doing auto water changes. I'll still be doing gravel vac, but I'll set up all the plumbing to just all drain into one tank, and then the sump pump can pump it out of there. And I don't want to do auto water changes. I'm sure it's something I'm gonna have to think about if I ever get larger. But I like gravel vacuum. It allows me to spend some time in every single tank, make sure there's nothing nasty going on with the fish. Lets me observe the fish, things like that. So yeah, more power. I can't do that right now. If I start grunting, I'll probably have snot come out my nose or something. um, anyways, but yeah, I'm pretty excited about that because that's pretty much the biggest holdup for me right now is not having. I'm not doing like the 5 bucket brigade, but it is still kind of a pain. I do have a 20-gallon tank that I have to drag around with a pump in it. So, anyways, I'm looking forward to not having to do that anymore. Home improvement is the best. Yeah, the very first episode cracks me up every single time. And I know it's coming. You know he's gonna shock himself when he's fixing the dishwasher, but it still just gets me every time. I love that show. One of my favorites for sure. Rob and I have them make sure they have a place to hide their shy fish. They generally eat when the lights are out. Oh, what did we get? What did we get? Any tips for keeping black ghost knife? Yes, feed them at night. Feed them at night. Make sure you have hiding places for them. I've thought about bringing them in, actually, because I've seen them on my list a couple times, and I think they're just a really cool fish, and maybe someday I will. But I'm sure it's a fish that would just sit in my tanks for a while. And when you have um, as few tanks as I do, that space becomes pretty valuable. And you try to make the most out of that space. So maybe later on down the road. Tim the Tool Man Taylor. $5 refills. What? Caleb probably has no idea what's going on. He's way too young for that show. Home improvement reminds me of my dad and my mom growing up. Yeah. Yeah. It reminds me a lot of that too. I feel like you don't get shows like that anymore. We're going to go way off topic with this, but TV these days is awful. When I go back and I think about all the shows, like growing up, I don't know, remember what they called it, but ABC had their Friday night 2-hour block of all family shows. Um, I feel like all the shows were like about family and everything, and every episode like taught you a lesson. Um, and I don't see that anymore. I don't see it in shows. I don't know. There's not a lot of wholesome content out there anymore. Home Improvement. Oh, yep, I got that one. Wilson was the best neighbor that never really existed. Did you know that he actually existed in real life? And that's where Tim got the idea for it. As a kid, Tim had a neighbor, and he would always talk to his neighbor. His neighbor would always look over the fence and give him advice. And um, yeah, so that's where the idea of Wilson came from. Okay, there's Aquatics with the $2 super chat. Says, wait for it. I'm waiting for. Oh man. Fresh Prince, yeah, there's so many. There's so many. Like every single show, like there was some kind of dilemma, and then they overcame that dilemma, and then it taught you a lesson, and they were all a big happy family at the end. Sometimes it took 2 or 3 episodes to get there. Like the one where, you mentioned Fresh Prince, like the one that he was shot. But you just don't get that anymore. TV's now about drama instead of setting examples on how it could or should be. Yep. It's all about that drama. Everybody loves drama. Rainbows at Killer Aquatics 1 gram didn't do it. What? No good family shows. Hey, Tim's isn't Tim's show coming back on? I don't know. Tim Taylor has that show coming out. I gotta watch it. I didn't watch it when it came out the first time, but I might check it out now. I don't know how I'm gonna check it out because I don't have cable. But Last Man Standing is, I believe, is what the name is. He told me to wait for it. I didn't know what I was waiting for. How is a gal supposed to buy all the things without the slightly stuffing rambling of Big Steen? Man, I have been scouring looking for Amazon deals, and nothing new yet. I'll check it again right now. Let's see. It's all weird stuff. The ammonia test kits are now like $3.90, but like filter carbon, API filter carbon is like 60% off. But who uses that? No one. That's who. It's just it's pretty bad. Pretty bad. The flakes are still on sale, but I already linked all this stuff. The Tetra food is on sale, like always. Planners were on sale last week. I'm sure you got more than enough planners. Soliciting, answering emails, had to come back to see if you were buffering. Yeah, I haven't ever tried it, but I think it's good flow, and doing it in increments should work. You guys are totally talking about something that I don't know of. Yeah, it was a great show, almost as good as Home Improvement. Yeah, the problem, the reason I never watched it is because I don't have cable, so that's gonna make it an issue. But they might be making 3 new seasons of King of the Hill, starting with Bobby as a senior. Like old or like in high school? That's an interesting show. Like, King of the Hill was a show that I would watch if there was nothing else on, or if it was like late at night and I wasn't doing anything. We need like good fish shows. That's what we need. Tanked is awful. We need. I wish there was like a good version of Tanked with like fresh and saltwater tanks. That would be really cool. But who knows? How do you even start? How do you even get a show like that? Who knows? Too bad the planners won't plan for you. Yeah. All right, guys, come on. Surely someone else, Candy. Surely you got something for Christmas, right? Fish related. I also this is kind of fish related, but I got myself these chintzy little knives, and just for shipping. It helps me out for shipping, so that helps. I got 15 of these for like $6. I don't even know what I'm gonna do. But it was on crazy sale, and it came with 30 extra blades as well. Better put that away before I cut myself. But I think that's pretty much it as far as what I got. And don't call me Shirley. Over the air, Bob. What? Can I purchase one of your hats to the UK? I don't have any hats. I have no hats for sale. No hats for sale. Who's that guy? You guys remember? Probably not, but it was like 3 years ago when a guy kept super chatting me. I don't know who it was, but he super chatted me like $20 and was like, "Can I have your hat?" And I was like, "No." And then he was like, super chatted $25. Like, "Can I have your hat now?" And I was like, "No." And then he super chatted like $30. He's like, "Can I have your hat now?" I'm like, "No." Like, it's kind of weird, dude. Why do you want my hat? How about hoodies? Maybe, maybe. You gotta pitch your show idea to a network. Well, that's not gonna happen because I have like the worst ideas ever. I'll never get my own show, but somebody does. Somebody needs to. Ali says I got myself a light, a heater, and a bunch of aquarium co-op stuff. I have been getting a lot of aquarium co-op affiliate orders the last couple days, which has been kind of crazy and not expected. Um, I need to do a giveaway. What do you guys think? I'm like, I don't know why, but I feel like I haven't done a giveaway in a while. I don't know. Tim's show in January 2020 is over the air on cable. Well, I am buying a an HD antenna, not cable. So here's the thing. My parents were having some issues with their cable provider, and I said, just cut the cord, cancel it. You don't need it, right? Because it's like $100 and some a month. Half their channels were all digitized, and it was terrible. I'm like, trust me, cancel it, get Netflix, and buy an HD antenna. And so I finally talked him into it. I got him set up on Netflix, and I got an HD antenna, and they get like 30 channels just in HD quality, and it's crazy. So way better value than cable. So as long as it's on like channel 4 or 5, one of those channels, then I'll be able to watch it because I have an HD antenna too. I had a $25 gift card and 2 co-op sponge filters using your link this morning. I don't know how to check that. That might have been you this morning. Yeah, I had one this morning. So that was probably you then. I'm answering emails, but okay, I'll play. I got houseplants and earrings and boots. Or are they Uggs? Not are they the moon boots? Those are Uggs, right? The moon boots. Um, I was just talking to myself in Chewy's chat. Anyways, but the co-op sent me all the extreme foods and all the sponge filters in all sizes and a new heater. We are trying. That's pretty sweet. All right. Going to cut away to blow my nose again. Whew. All right. Much better. Bob, some people collect others' sweat. Sounds like you wanted the sweat of your brow. That is disgusting, but at the same time, I get it. Like, I would never do it, but like, I get it, like when you watch like Elvis like wipe off his brow and throw the towel in the stand. I get that. Okay, that at least makes some kind of sense to me. You're not really getting it for the sweat. You're just getting it because it's a towel that he used. But you're talking about like one of the most famous people of all time, and that's why it makes sense to me. Like, if anybody wants my snot rag, I'll throw it in the crowd. Yellow rainbow giveaways. Well, I wasn't thinking like that much money. Jeez. Um, I watched Dan, and I see all the fish giveaways. I try to enter in most of them, and I've thought about doing fish giveaways, but then I realize, how does that work? Like, what if like I end up sending some fish to someone that has a 10-gallon tank, and I just sent you a bunch of fish that you can't care for, and that person may not say anything. They'll be like, "Oh, free fish, yes, I'll put them in my 10-gallon tank." And so I always think about things like that. And yes, people need to like do the research, but I don't know. I always think about stuff like that. We need a Steenfott Aquatics hat that just says Bob. I was actually started a new channel yesterday, but I couldn't decide on the name. Oh, I gotta check this notification real quick. Sorry, guys. It's been an exciting morning so far. All right. Um, and yeah, so anyways, back to a hat that just says Bob. I was trying to think of names that incorporate Bob, like Thingamabob, or something stupid like that. I haven't decided on a name yet, but what is the one thing removed from Netflix that everyone is most upset about? For me, it's ESPN's 30 for 30. For me, it'll be The Office and Friends. I'll probably finish Friends today as I'm lounging around the couch doing nothing but drinking water and eating veggies. But then I only got, I think my Netflix. Oh boy, there we go. It froze. I think my Netflix subscription ends on the 30th, which means I gotta power through all The Office one more time in like 3 days. Give away Amazon bug bites. Yeah, see, like useful things like that. That would be cool. The bug bites, these guys here, are down to like $3.50 now on Amazon. Not as cheap as when they were like $1 or $2.07 or whatever they were, $2.37. I sold, I think, like 400 of these. That was pretty awesome. Rachel O'Leary, Merry Christmas. I hope you had a great Christmas with your family. Ho, ho, ho. The Ranch was a great show on Netflix. That's going to end. I never got into that show. I feel like it was a comedy that turned into like kind of a drama. And so I think I watched the first season, and then my friend was watching it at work, and I was like, all they were talking about was like his brother was dying and or got killed or something. I'm like, what? I thought this was a comedy, and it was like show after show after show of all this drama. And I'm like, geez, this went downhill. Any help with black spots on African cichlids? You'll need to post a picture. If you have Facebook, just post pictures in Facebook groups. That is the best way you could do that, because trying to do it without seeing it is pretty tough. What about educational books related to fish keeping and not aquascaping? That would be really cool. Another really cool giveaway would be a subscription to the magazine TFH, I think, something like that. I don't know. I have a digital subscription. I need to upgrade it to the physical copy. Hillbilly soap opera. Yeah, I don't know. Nobody wants that. All right, Bob. Best way to get rid of BBA, Mark. It depends on how much you have. If you have just a little, you can get like a little pipette, and you can spot treat it with hydrogen peroxide. It'll kill it in 2 days. Excuse me. Or you could black out the tank for like a week. No lights. Put like a blanket or a towel on it. If you have plants, they should survive just fine. But the BBA dies off pretty quick in blackout situation. That's because they needed a way to write him off the show. He was having some kind of issues going on in real life, so they had to get rid of him. I mean, that's fine. but it was just dragging on episode after episode after episode. And we were sitting there. It was like one of those days at work when you're doing nothing but like, I think, honestly, I think we were just sitting there making cables, Cat 6 cables for like 6 hours. And so he just had it on. It was like every episode, just another episode, another episode. That's all they were talking about. Family yelling at each other. Ugh. I couldn't get into it. It's because, oh, okay, I already read that one. 80 watchers, 44 likes. Thanks for the likes, everyone. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Thank you, Bob. And everyone else has mentioned it too. Bob, can you send me random fish in the mail? You can send me. Well, yeah, I mean, there's certainly cases when, like, I know if I sent random fish to, like, you or Bob Kaler, you know, there's a lot of people in here, Chris, Candy. There are a lot of people in here that I could just send random fish to, and I know they'd be okay. As long as they're not, like, snakeheads or something, you know? But, like, community fish, obviously. But if some rando wins, I don't know, like, yellow rainbow fish get pretty large. And if someone with, like, a 20-gallon tank wins, that's not going to be good enough for them. It'll be good enough for them at the size you'll get them in the mail, but not long term. Oh, man. What else do we got going on here? I don't know. I don't know. All right, Aquascape ideas for Fluval Flex 15. Honestly, if it was me, what would I do with that tank? I would probably just do crypts so that it would be very low maintenance. Maybe like Cryptspiralis in the background. Cryptspiralis is like my favorite crypt of all time. Crypt Willisii is up there as well, so maybe that would actually be pretty cool. Cryptspiralis in the back, and then Crypt Willisii in the front, and you would have like the long Cryptspiralis in the back, and Crypt Willisii stays pretty short. Great foreground plant. That would be really cool. I always wanted to do a tank with like Jungle Val in the back and like Dwarf Chainsword in the front. And, you know, actually, I could probably do that right now. Of course, it would only, eventually, it would go all over the place and be mixed, but that'd be cool too. In Florida, we go fishing for snakeheads, and my cousins cut off their heads. Wait a minute, you're not in Florida. The co-op just brought in Crypt Tropica. I can't wait to try that. Fish Dream says, I got fish from Bob, supplies from Corey, and a seahorse decoration from my daughter. This is going to sound really cheesy, but I want one of those gigantic, like, sunken pirate ship ornaments. And I don't know why. I just do. They're really, really expensive, but I want one. I should go to, like, I wonder if you can find stuff like that at, like, Goodwill or something. Amazonas magazine. Yes. That would be a good one. We need more reptile and bug videos. Yeah, I'm kind of sad. I just lost an entire colony of isopods. Like 1,000 isopods. I don't know why. They're in my rack. All the other isopods are just fine, except this one colony just crashed. And it happens with isopods. You get crashes every once in a while, but it kind of sucks. What do you guys recommend for really quiet return pumps? Well, you should get the one I have, dude. You've been in my garage and you've never heard my pump. You've heard the water splashing around, but you've never heard the pump. And it does a really good job. It's about 4 years old, and I don't remember the brand. But I can get it to you. It was like I want to say it was about $130 ish, maybe cheaper. But yeah, it's actually really, really good, really good. I'll find it and I'll link it to you. I don't know how many liters this tank is behind me because I don't know how many gallons it is either. This is not my tank. This is submitted to me, so it's not mine. I did also buy a pair of Jinja Rubra. I think it's the most pretty live bear. Yes, those are pretty good ones. I really like this. I have no idea how to say that word. I see it everywhere though. The giant roly-polies, no. The giants are still alive and doing well. This was the... which one? It wasn't the dairy cow, it was the Dalmatian. My entire colony of Dalmatian isopods. Oh, shoot, I missed most of it. That's what I get for sleeping in. Hope Santa was good to everyone. Hello, Barbara Jackson. Siche, that's right. I knew that. Siche. Isopods are potato bugs, roly-polies. Yeah, there's all kinds of name for them. Siche, that's right. Siche is correct. CVC. What? Same Rachel, have them in my salt tanks too. Alright. We're gonna go here. Man, Frasier is going off Netflix too. 3 out of my 4 favorites gone. I always watch Cheers, and then I transition it into Frasier. Cheers is a really great show. You know, it's funny when you watch all these shows, you start catching up on how they all have the same storylines, or they repeat over and over and over. Like even Friends, they run the same story over and over, just with like different characters. So they have the same episode, but they just switch around who has the problem this time. Which is alright, it's still a fun show. I think The Office will be gone by February, don't quote me. Office is gone at the first of the year, dude. I'm pretty sure everything NBC is going to be gone the first of the year off of Netflix, because NBC is starting their own streaming service. They might have extended it, but I don't know. Like the last article I read said everything's gone at the end of the year because that's when the contract is up. So we'll see. Shelby Ray Lane, hello. Stop by to say hiya, Bob and Fish Peeps. CJ Black got a bigger iPod or something similar to comment and watch the live streams on and videos, so that's pretty cool. Okay, there's Aquatics with the $10 yippee. So you guys actually broke my super chats on Monday. My super chats are broken currently, so that's interesting. Oh man, you guys broke my YouTube on Monday. I forgot to mention that. Well, I was gonna mention that at the beginning, but I'm mentioning it now. So we had a lot of crazy stuff happen on the Monday live stream, and got about $900 in super chats, and it broke my YouTube account. So it set up a bunch of red flags, obviously, because that's a lot of money. And yeah, so I don't know. This is kind of funny. Wish they would have got the South Park, but the rights were sold for $500 million. How do you break super chats? Yeah, because it was a lot. It was a lot, and it sent up some red flags, and they're just a lot. A lot is 2 words, dude. So yeah, it just sent up some red flags. They're on hold right now to make sure it's not fraud. AMX called me to approve the fraud charges. Yeah, see? Yeah, it did the same thing on my end. Wait. Curtis says, yeah, that was nuts. Yeah. It was like, it ended up being $861, but it's cooler to say $900. But still, that was insane. You guys are insane. I still don't even know what to do about that or what to say, but Palmer Aquatics, I've never kept oxalotls. They are insanely fascinating creatures, but I don't want to have to deal with keeping the tank cold. And they just don't do it for me. Like, out of all the reptiles and amphibians and anything in that like genre that I could keep, those are pretty low on the list. Like, I'd rather have like tiger salamanders, red F newts, things like that. I would much rather have. It's fun to watch you get large super chats. You never know what to say. It's not that. I mean, it's absolutely amazing, but I mean, how do you show gratitude towards something like that? I'm already really bad at that, anyways. Like, I'm probably one of the worst people in the world at showing gratitude. I just don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do it to where it doesn't seem like it's fake. I guess I don't know. I don't know how to be authentic. I got socks and underwear. No, I got socks too, my friend, and long johns. So basically, I got socks and underwear too. I'm right there with you, Chris, with the $4.20 super chat. Bob Kaler with the $10. Oh wait, I think I already said that one. Never mind. Thanks again, Bob. I'm pretty sure I mentioned that. You can fall out of your chair on purpose. 54 Punchy, hello. I got some nice wool socks and some long john underwear for my bushcraft snow camping. I'm gonna be going up in the woods and camping in the snow with minimal supplies, and hope that I don't die. Should be all right. Send a handwritten letter thank you note just between you and the super chatter. As if I can write. Come on. Lumpy Dog, what's up, buddy? I bought all my own fish stuff. Yeah. The fact that you were speechless showed that you appreciated it. Well, I don't know. Like, I feel guilty, honestly. I feel guilty. How many nights? Sounds awesome. So it's going to be my first time. So I'll probably just do like one night and see how it goes. And then I would like to do it multiple nights. I'm basically taking up like a hatchet. I'll have a tarp and my sleeping bags for me, sleeping bags for my dogs, and we'll see how it goes. It should be fun. I'm really looking forward to it. Chevy Fish says tiger salamanders are awesome. I had a Sherman and Herman. Were big old glutinous fatties. I love them. They always had a smile on their face. Yes, I'm also hoping to do some. Now, I don't know. Like, I feel like I'm gonna have all this time on my hands now that I'm not working, right? But I'm pretty sure I don't think that's gonna be the case. But I want to go herping and find some tiger salamanders. I want to find the rubber boa. The only boa constrictor in Washington State, and I've never seen one. I really want to find one. There's a lot of stuff I want to find, and I feel like, oh, maybe I'll do all this stuff in the spring now that I'm not working, but I don't know. I always feel like I'm going to have a lot of time, and then I never do. Your dogs will keep you very warm. Yeah, I'm not worried about keeping warm at all. I have enough insulation. The dogs will be in their own sleeping bags, so they got to keep themselves warm. I'm not worried about. Obviously, I'm not worried about my Shepherd Husky mix, but the pit bull is gonna get cold. He is going to get cold. Shelby Ray says, my son hated getting socks, t-shirts, and underwear as a kid. As an adult, that's what he puts on his list. I know. I love getting socks. I'm wearing a brand new pair of socks right now that I got for Christmas. Hey, from South Africa, second live stream with the Steen. Yes, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Jay's Crazy Obsession says, I got a 50-foot python and a bunch of co-op stuff. Also a New England reptile shirt. A nerd. New England reptile. Are you talking about New England reptile distributor? Nerd, I think, maybe. All right, I gotta cut away to blow my nose again. Sorry. Whew. All right. Huh. Interesting. I don't think I got to worry about bears too much this time of year. I'm never too worried about bears unless it's in the springtime. And then I only worry and worry about bears if I'm walking through like blueberry bushes. That's where you see a lot of bears around here. And yeah, I'm never too worried about bears, to be honest. We don't have, although they are saying that they're gonna reintroduce grizzly bears here, so that should be interesting. Right now we just have black bears, and they're just friendly little guys. Hey Bob, quick off-topic question. How do you like having two channels? I got tired of having to keep up with two channels quickly. I just combined them. Switching back and forth was making it not as fun. I actually have about 4 channels, and I'm starting a 5th one. And I only, well, it helps that I only have one that I take seriously. The gaming channel is a complete joke. And then I have 2 other channels that nobody knows about. But yeah, so I'll be starting a 5th one. Oh, and then we have Swiska Bob too. But you know, trying to get Jimmy scheduled in on a time, dude. That dude is crazy. Chevy Fish says, if you are sick, I would wait to go camping. I got 2 more days. 2 more days. 3 more days. 3 more days. I'm going to go Sunday. So, yep. I have my troll channels. Yeah, I've forgotten most of the passwords of those channels, though. No, I don't have any fetish channels. Wait, is this the serious channel? This is the only channel I take seriously. Yeah. Aquarium Cop says, you're a bear. Why worry? Yeah. I'm not worried about bears. I'm not worried about mountain lions. I'm way too big for a mountain lion. Not only that, but then you figure in like the dogs. Be pretty rare for a mountain lion to go after us. See bobcats all the time, but you know they're pretty friendly. They don't really care. Actually, my biggest worry when I go out into the wilderness, because I do it a lot in the summer, but I've never been like a winter person. I've never gone out in the snow, and camped and hiked in the snow. It's the worst part is like getting my eyes to stop watering. My biggest worry is ticks. I can't stand ticks. And the ticks around here, they're like dive bombers. Like they get up in these leaves and wait for you to walk under them, and then they dive bomb on you. And I've never really had to worry about it before with me or my husky. But now with Chance, he's going to have to worry about like getting stung by bees, ticks. And I don't know. I thought I was going to be so happy having a short-haired dog after having the husky for so long. I have to deal with the hair nonstop. And now I'm thinking like, man, the hair is nothing. Now I got to worry about bee stings and bug bites and ticks are bad news. Yeah, ticks are the most dangerous things in the woods. I'm telling you, man, that's the only thing I worry about. And so it's not the smell, it's the burning in my eyes. What? Hoping you film some camping. Yeah. I'll either film me camping or film me dying. There's a lot of avalanche warnings right now too. Ticks are the worst. Repellent. It never really works because they're gonna dive bomb on you regardless. What do you mean you can't touch all of it for tax? What? Bob, is it hard not receiving a regular paycheck anymore? Using YouTube revenue for regular day expenses? I know YouTube money, you can't touch all of it for tax purposes. Not if you plan it out. No. It's not hard at all, honestly. Yeah, it's not a big deal at all. I'm trying to say like how. So again, it's not my, it's not like my only revenue, so that helps. It hasn't really changed. It hasn't. Well, okay. The only thing I do less of now than when I had a job is waste of money. So I don't waste money as much. Um, Whereas before, if I found something stupid on Amazon, I'd be like, oh, I could just buy that. Who cares? So I don't do that like that stupid stuff anymore. But otherwise, it's not a big deal at all. Like this weird floating thing. Joel JZ, hello. I had to do winter camping in Boy Scouts. It was not fun. My dad copped out and found a sick kid so that we could sleep in a cabin. I think it's gonna be fun. I love the snow. I love the cold. I love campfires when it's cold. I don't know. I just think it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm gonna be like cooking. I'm gonna bring steaks and cook them on the fire. So I don't know. I just think it'll be fun. My girlfriend lives in Westchester, New York. We recently lost our dog to Lyme disease from ticks. Yeah, it's the only thing I worry. And I honestly, I'll take him out in the snow, but I don't know if I want to take him out like during the winter or summer. One, because the other thing I have to worry about now is him getting sunburnt. Like he does not have very much fur at all. Um, yeah, I don't like all these new like things that I have to worry about now. It's like my husky, I didn't have to worry about anything. Well, the only thing I had to worry about is keeping her cool in the summertime. That was it. That was my biggest problem. I don't have to worry about bug bites, bee stings, nothing. Like, I mean, and this dog loves snow. Like, she buries herself in snow. So, yeah, it's going to be a different set of challenges. Boss Steenfott will not be held liable for any injuries incurred by you petting black bears or bobcats because they said they are friendly. They are. Animals are friends. Sharpie's Models and Aquatics says, my best fish miss present came from my fish. Baby bristlenose plecos. That's awesome. Get the pit a coat. Yeah, so the problem is like, I can't get him a coat for like the wintertime. Obviously that's easy. But for the summertime, he'll overheat and he'll still get sunburnt. So I don't know, we'll see. Well, in the winter they don't survive here. It gets about 20 degrees, but we constantly have deer in the property, so the ticks are everywhere here. The good news here in Washington is we have a crap ton of opossums. They are everywhere, and so they get a good amount of the ticks. If you guys, if you don't know, that's what opossums eat. They eat ticks, so they are our friends. They may be ugly, but they're not that ugly. They're actually, opossums are one of those animals that they're so ugly that they're cute. So I am definitely pro opossum. Black bears are good eating. Had some bear steaks the other week. I really like bear jerky. It's really like gamey and you know, they eat lots of fruit and lots of fish, and so it's like pretty good quality meat. But I agree. I think it is. I think bear meat's pretty good. Black bears are good eating. Oh, I just heard that one. You can put propellant on dogs too. Oh yeah, I'll be doing all of that for sure. Used to have a pet opossum. I used to have a raccoon. When I was 16, or I don't know, right around 16, I trapped a raccoon. Possums also like to eat my cantaloupe in my veggie garden. Well, Jen, you got to keep them out of there. You got to keep them out of there. So ugly, they're cute. Same thing could be said about a lot of us. Yeah, I fall into that category. Possums are great little creatures. Yeah, they do so much good for us, and a lot of people just hate them and think they're like this disease-ridden rodent. But they're not. They're not at all. They're actually very good to us. Any good fish for a 2 to 2.5 gallon? Shrimp, maybe a betta fish, but honestly, I wouldn't keep a fish tank that was under 5 gallons. So I'm kind of, the only thing I would put in like a 2 to 2.5 gallon would be shrimp, me personally. I used to have coffee. Now I have to go make a cup. Oh, I get it. Okay. I had a raccoon too after the possum died. I had a Brazilian short-tailed opossum. Yeah, sorry, Caleb B. I'm sure you're wanting a better answer than that, but shrimp are pretty fun. You can't go wrong with shrimp. They'll do well in a small tank like that. Um, a lot of people keep bettas in small tanks like that, but it's not for me. I don't enjoy it. And I realize, like, if you're breeding them, then that's the way to go. Lots of smaller tanks. But 2 to 2.5 gallons, it's just not very fun. Like, you can't do much in there. Or I feel like with a 5 gallon, you can at least start to maybe, throw in a rock and a piece of wood, get a little bit more room. I make sunscreen for dogs. I have a white, deaf, and vision restricted Great Dane who also sunburns. I get the sunscreen spray I use from Chewy. Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna have to be doing all that. It's just a new set of challenges. Um, my next dog I'll probably go back to long hair though. It's just so much easier. I'd much rather brush and vacuum up hair than deal with all this other stuff. Plus, I like to go out in the really cold weather. Any good plants for nano tanks? I like plants that grow slow, like Anubias nana petite, Bucephalandria. If you do like stem plants and things like that in tanks and smaller tanks, you're just gonna be doing so much trimming all the time. It's just too much work. So you just want slow growing plants, crypts. Like I I'm frozen. We're coming back. What kind of bear is best? Western fence lizards also have something in their blood that cleans Lyme disease out of the tick's blood. That's why there is less Lyme disease on the west coast. Huh. That's pretty crazy. Just got a 40-gallon long, one of my favorite sizes. Same length and width as a 55, but shorter. Yeah, the 40-gallon long. I wish that tank was way more popular. Way more popular. How will they reintroduce grizzlies? That sounds interesting. They're just gonna go and let them go, which is weird because we already have black bears here, but they're trying to reintroduce them, which doesn't make sense to me. And maybe it's just that there's such in limited numbers. But if they do, like, there's a lot of people like protesting it and are trying to stop it from happening. Um, if they do reintroduce the black bear, then I actually got to start paying attention when I'm out in the wild, which is gonna suck. Because right now I can just walk around and not care. As long as I don't see any baby, or brown bear, not black bear, brown bear. As long as I don't see any baby black bears, I'm good. I don't really care about bears. But if they reintroduce the brown bear, then yeah, I'm gonna have to start paying attention to. And actually, oh, there's some bear poop right there. Is it fresh? So I get why people don't want them, but it is kind of their natural habitat. So they did the wolves in Yellowstone, and it's gone the wrong way. It did go the right way for a while, but now it's starting to go the wrong way. It's definitely a balancing act. They're trying to reintroduce wolves to Scotland. Um, Scotland to align with the beavers, along with the beavers, maybe reintroduce wolves along with beavers. I'm guessing. 10.5 hours. Wait, you live stream for 10.5 hours? Dang, that's crazy. Well, guys, I gotta blow my nose again, and it's been an hour. I made it an hour, so I'm gonna go. I want to thank you guys for showing up and suffering through this live stream with me. Thank you, Kaylor, and Chris, for the super chats. I appreciate it. But I'm going to get some breakfast and probably relax some more. So again, thank you. I had fun. This was a good break. But what else? What else? I don't think I got anything for you guys. No parting words of wisdom. I hope you guys stay safe for the rest of the holidays. I will be back Monday for sure, as long as I'm not dead in the wild somewhere, frozen stiff. But I'll be here, and yeah, should be fun. I'll have I should have some stories for you at least from being out in the snow overnight. And I'll see you guys Monday, 5 p.m. Pacific. Thank you.